Alright, come on in. Hit the like button, think about subscribing if you're already new here. Welcome to the channel, but most importantly, welcome to the Viking family. So this is my personal opinion / review for the 2025 film called Freaky Tale starring Pedro Pascal. And there's some other characters. You'll see when we get to the casting. But I honestly don't know exactly what I would describe the category of this. I guess adventure is how it was, but it's kind of like it's a bunch of things. But here's the plot: an NBA star, a corrupt cop, a female rap duo, teenage punks, and a group of neo losers. I can't say the actual word because it's YouTube. And a debt collector embark on a collision course in 1987 Oakland, California. Now here's some of the casts. Such a very unique and kind of interesting film to watch. Not as retro looking as I thought it would look. It did start out with that type of look with some retro cuts and opening, but for the most part, it looked like a normal film with a lot of 80s references and the style of that time. I did love the different artsy editing and cool filters and camera work, even fascinating art layering at one point or two. A couple different character stories did make it feel a little muddy a couple times, but the last character story made up for anything of the issues I had. I straight up love to see a film spin-off just solely around Sleepy Floyd's character. And I don't want to get too much away, but that, however, was what made the film what it is. I just wish there was more of that, to be honest, and maybe some of Pedro Pascal's, muted into it, or however you pronounce it or put it. It's kind of in the storyline. But yeah, that was fantastic. The whole thing was so 80s. Now, as that being said, I honestly was puzzled about the whole green light power thing going on, even though it did look cool with flashing in the sky. Reminded me of a low-budget, corny 80s films, like Return of the Dead, for example. I was trying to think of the astronaut one that was a zombie, not astronaut, but the crap, I can't think of the word. The space rock coming down, and it was like a really, really low budget B film, and it was around kind of zombies, I guess. It was kind of like end of the world type thing. I don't know what it is. But yeah, this also kind of reminds me of some other stuff, but that's as far as what I could come up with at hand. But it was really cool, especially, again, the last part. But here's my rating, and I'll come back to my final thoughts. So it's definitely an odd but interesting film that I honestly felt that it felt fresh, fun, and unique. I do recommend it. Very unique, very, very fun, very interesting. And I hope they do a spin-off or something. Leave your thoughts down below. In the meantime, remember, I love you all. Please stay safe. Spread love, most importantly. Skull.